Hi, everybody. It's Annie with Sensing Vitality, and I just want to share a quick excerpt from one of my latest series in working with spider wisdom and the Feldenkrais method. Now, if you have a phobia about spiders, this is not meant to scare you, nor should it. But we're going to take some elements of this amazing little animal who's not an insect, it's in its own arachnid family here. But the spider has incredible dexterity and ability to balance on these tiny little threads. And so this next excerpt will show you how to improve your balance, to be more like Spider-Man or Spider-Woman, to have very light touch with the hands and the feet so that you can have balance in your walking, in sports, in all kinds of activities. So come try this out. All right, so we are going to use a pair of socks and the wall next, and we're going to do some fun spider movements on the wall. So let's head to the wall. So you're going to put your socks on your hands. And the reason I have people use socks is that there's oil on the skin, and I don't want to put oil on my wall. And also the wall can be sometimes a little rough. I have sensitive little fingers, so I like to use a sock. But if you don't want to use a sock, that's up to you. You can try it without, but you're going to face the wall and be a little more than a foot distance apart away from the wall, and put your hands on either side of the shoulder, each shoulder, and you're going to rest on your fingertips, all right? Because spiders move mostly on their fingertips. And right now, stand on the full foot, both feet, and then we're going to take your right hand and just gently lift off and go to the side with your right fingers and land very softly, and then come back. So you get this movement of coming lightly off the wall. It's very simple movement, yeah, with the right hand. And then stay there. And then now with the left hand, move out and in. So you get this feeling, and then move the right one back. So this light feeling with the left fingertips, just lightly. How light can you touch? And I want you to picture, certainly spiders crawl on the wall, but picture what it would be like to be landing on an elastic silk thread, yeah, with your fingertips, okay? And that you really don't want to move the thread too much. So you're landing very lightly, so that it's not shaking the whole web too much. So you learn how to have this soft coming off and on with your hand. And now move the right hand up on the wall in either an angle or straight up. And I like to close my eyes. It's up to you whether you want your eyes open or closed, but very light. And then move that right hand down in an angle, very light. Now, that's pretty easy, but can you notice what's going on with your left hand, the fingertips, what's going on with your feet? And can you feel your feet and your left hand? Is the weight even? Let's try it with the left side. So you're going to take your left fingers and go up. And watch what happens to your feet. Go slowly. Have your knees a little bent. Yeah. It's really difficult not to shift your weight onto your feet. Okay, so just notice that you do that. All right. Okay, now let's take your left foot and move it back, and then come to the middle. You move your left foot back lightly, so you're on the balls of the foot and the toe, and then come back. So just touching with the ball of your foot, bend that right knee and come back. And now with the right foot, reach back and come back to center. And notice your hands on either side, very lightly on the fingertips. This is such a great balance practice if you have difficulty with your balance. All right. And then let's stand and come away from the wall and walk around a little bit. and feel the difference in your walk after doing those little movements. They don't seem like much at first, but they're going to get a little more complex. Now, the spider has 8 legs. We only have these 4 limbs, but you could imagine moving 8. There's a lot more awareness to feel all 8 legs, especially on a latticed bunch of strings. Pretty amazing to think about coordinating 8 legs on little tiny strings. Just something for your mind to grasp. You know, the wall is pretty easy right now, but if we were on this lattice of strings with 8 legs, that would be another story. All right, now let's come back to the wall. Fingertips on the wall, legs to the side. All right. And now move your right hand up a little bit comfortably so that fingertips are touching, just the fingertips. And the left hand, it's just your fingertips. And now with the left foot, bring your left foot back and then back to the middle. And just make sure that right knee is bent and that the left arm and the right arm have even pressure. So there's an evenness in pressure between the other 3 limbs as you're moving your left foot. Now move it to the side a little bit. Can you breathe? Can you relax your shoulders? Move it back behind you again. Yeah, you can move it in different places now. Yeah, even a little forward. So you know where is neutral and where is another place, and really relaxing with your fingertips. Very light touch, very light touch. And now let's rest your arms and please walk around and see how that is. All right, and then we'll come back again and put your hands on either side of your chest on the wall, fingertips very light. Same thing with the right arm. Put that right hand now so it's in a different place. Maybe it's down low and you're touching very lightly with the fingertips of both hands, and move that left foot very gently behind you, keeping the pressure really light on your fingertips and your foot, and touching very lightly with the left toes, and then going to the side with your left foot very lightly. In different places now with the left foot, but can you be aware of the hands, the fingertips? Are they lightly touching? Lightly touching. Good. And then let's walk around again and feel the contact with the floor, and notice your arms feel different, how they hang. Has something changed with your arms? It's very interesting. All right, and then let's come back again. All right, and now let's take that right arm and put it in another place. Same arm is moving. The left hand is where it always has been. Okay, but this time, let's take the right foot back. Yeah, so you're standing on the left leg, but move the right foot back. And notice, keep your left knee a little bent as you stand, and can you be light? You can even tap your fingertips a little on the wall. How light is the pressure as you're moving that right toe back to touch the toe and a little bit of the ball of the foot? Keep the fingers light, and then move that right foot out to the right and back. Keep those fingers light. Let your elbows drop so their shoulders are relaxed. Keep breathing as you move your right foot. All right, and then let's walk around a little bit and see how that feels. So this is a lot to organize, to feel the tips of our toes and our tips of our fingers in the upright position like this, but how useful this is for walking and balance. Okay, now let's come again and touch your fingertips on either side of you on the wall. And now move your left hand so you're touching the fingertips maybe above you a little bit. All right, and now move that right foot back. And notice just how different that is, having your left arm in a different place, and how much weight can you tap your fingers on the wall? How light can the fingertips be? Bend your left knee a little bit. Drop your elbows so you're resting your chest. And now move your right foot in a different place, maybe out to the side, but keep those fingertips light. And maybe forward a little with your foot in different ways. Good. And then rest by walking around a little bit. Now, if you prefer to sit to rest, you can sit. That's okay. You can sit in your chair. Notice each time we move in between these movements, how it feels. All right, and then let's come back again. Again, you can choose whether your eyes are open or closed. Okay, so now move your left hand in a different place. And try it lower down. All right, and then take that right toe and reach back with the left hand in that lower place. Tap your fingertips on the wall very lightly to make sure that they're as light as you can get. How light can you get? Yes, it's amazing. And then move your right foot out to the side a little bit, or a little in front of you. Wonderful. And then let's walk again and just see how that is. And look around with your head, even though the spider can't turn their head, we can. And just see, how is it to move your head now? Yeah. All right, and then let's come back again. Take your left hand and move it out to the side anywhere you like. And now take your left foot though, and move it back and forward. And just see how that feels to you now. How light can you be on your fingertips? Yeah, and then out to the side. As light as you can. And then forward. So moving that foot in different places. And every now and then you can kind of lift and tap your fingertips to see how light they are. All right, now let's just stand with either hand on the side now, lightly with your fingertips. Yeah. And now reach the right arm up and then reach your left arm back. And just play a little bit now with moving the foot a little and then moving the hand a little bit. So you just alternate between the foot and the hand. The opposite hand with the opposite foot, and the same right hand and left foot. So you just play a little bit with some different movements, maybe move the right hand in a different place and the foot in a different place, alternating one and the other, keeping very light so you're feeling the other foot and the other hand. So you really know what you're doing here with the left toes and the right fingertips. All right, let's come back. Let's walk around a little bit. It's amazing just how such a simple thing could really take a lot of your brain power. Okay, let's come again and we'll do the other side. So with the left hand, reach the fingertips to a place on the wall and then reach the right foot somewhere back behind you. And then play with moving just the left hand. Play with moving the left hand a little bit, and then with the right foot. So you alternate moving the right foot and the left fingertips. Yeah, the left hand and arm on the wall for the left arm, and then on the floor with the right foot. And feeling the balance, how light you can tap that right hand lightly, just how light can the right fingertips be? How light is the left fingertips? All right, and then let's walk around and just see how that feels now. All right, and then we're going to come back to our chair. Now, if you repeat this lesson, which I hope you do a few times, you can lie down before continuing the rest of this lesson. But we're going to sit right now to do it, to finish. But if you'd like to lie down with this recording, that is really nice. You can feel the difference in how you connect with the floor lying down. Thanks for doing the lesson, and thank you for subscribing, for hitting the notification, for doing comments and liking and all that great stuff, and especially to all the people on Patreon. You can join my Patreon page and support these videos and more like them, as well as my entire library of animal and Feldenkrais videos. Thanks for joining me. See you next time.